I will never understand why people are so afraid of aging. I wanted to be 30 since I was like 5. Hi guys, I'm Olivia and welcome back to Olivia's Orbit. I just want to talk about aging. I feel like you should be proud of your age. Like you've been on this earth for X amount of years and had X amount of experience. Like older women being asked their age and they're like, you never ask a woman her age. Oh, I'm offended now. Oh, please. Maybe it's because I used to watch things like Real Housewives of Atlanta at such a young age. I was seeing women that were like 30, 40, still looking good. I feel like the grass gets greener just in whatever age you are. Every single year that I get older, I feel blessed. I feel so optimistic. I just feel so much more like grown and like more confident in who I am. So the fact that other people spend their time worrying, even in like my day to day life, like whenever I see like older people, I'm just like, you're just tea. And one time I seen this older lady, she was just all elegant and like her sleeves were rolled up and she had like tattoos down her arm, and I was like, oh, gag. Like you've lived, you've experienced stuff, and like here you are today as like the physical representative of that. Why would you be ashamed of that? Growing up, I've always felt like I can't wait to be. At first, it was I can't wait to be 30. Then, as I was like coming through, because I never used to celebrate my birthday or anything, like I used to freaking just hate it. Because I used to have like this age thing where it was like, I feel like when I was younger, I didn't care about age. Then it got to a point where I was like, oof, I'm this age. Like, especially when you come out of like college and like the university era, you kind of just like a bit like, oh my God, I'm this years old, this, that, and the third. But I feel like we're just so young and we just didn't understand what like life was about. We're just over here panicking. I cried when I was 10 and 20 because I was like, I'm not a teenager. No, what, girl, get a life. Oh, you could not pay me to go back in time and to be anything before 27. I know for a fact that when I get older and I'm like a 50-year-old woman, like, can you imagine me? So tea, so cunt, so 50. Ugh, 50. Even when I talk to people that are younger, they're like 21, 22, and they're over here panicking and having all these like thoughts in their head. And I'm just like, you need to relax, you need to breathe because life is literally for the living. Everything else is an experience. And you're over here stressing yourself over things that you can either can or you can't change. Either one, you can change it and you're just choosing not to make that change. So you really shouldn't even be complaining for real. Or two, you really can't change it. So why are you complaining about it? Aging is fun. I don't know. I think it's super fun. I'm having a great time. The people saying that, oh, am I too old to? Oh, is it too late for me to? Why would it be so late for you? Why would you be so old to start over? Like I could pick tomorrow to completely set new goals, new rules for myself and start working towards that. Why would I limit myself to believe that because of my age I can't do such and such? I just think as you get older, obviously you start to become more conscious and a bit more aware of how much you are in basically control of your own life, and you make these choices, and like if you want something you actually have to go get it. A lot of people are very, I don't want to say the word lazy, but they're just a little bit more like reluctant. Just because I feel like people think that they can't. You will see people of different age groups doing all different types of things. There are old people bungee jumping out of the sky right now. There's also another old person saying that they can't do that right now because they're too old. You pick who you want to be. I think as you get older, I think it's very important. Not even as you get older, I just think in life, you should have a routine that you can do daily where it is causing you either some enjoyment, some fulfillment, or something that you know will benefit your future. I.e., maybe you decide to start the gym. Okay, going once or twice is not really going to make a big difference, but doing it maybe 2 times weekly over the course of a year or a course of a few months will make a drastic difference to where you started. So therefore, you should be feeling very accomplished and proud of even the small things like that. Regardless of age, people should always stay curious. Like I hate when people are grown. This is how you become grown and bitter and grumpy is when you feel like you know everything already and no one can come and change your mind and there's nothing new or innovative that is better than what you've originally thought of. The world is forever growing, expanding, and changing. The world that we seen 10 years ago is not the same world that we see today. So why would you think that those things will still apply today? That's you limiting yourself. That's you adding this age, this fake jail cell for yourself. I'm not gonna do that. Every single year you get to have the ability to learn more, and as you grow older and older and wiser, your brain actually intakes information in different ways and you see it from different perspectives. So yes, you may not have gone to uni when you was the age of going to uni, but at the age of 25 you feel like you would be more able to focus because you are more in control of stuff like that. And you just feel like, oh, I'll just go get it done anyway. Do you know what I mean? So time, age, all of those things are basically an invisible string that people are actually allowing to anchor themselves down. But I feel like a lot of the times we spend our time worrying about what we could have done instead of just doing it right now. That may tie back into like comparison because they say comparison is the thief of joy. And it's true, like, don't feel like you have to compare your journey to other people. Life is literally like how they say everyone's thumbprint is different, fingerprint, everyone's fingerprint is different. That's literally like steps of life. I will never ever want to walk in anybody else's shoes. Like, that is one thing I know for sure. I'm very, very happy with like who I am, even in my good or my bad time. Like every single year, I think I'm learning more and more and more about myself. You're either the person that's gonna look at life as a half full glass or a half empty glass. When I was younger, I used to always say, "Oh, I look at it as half empty because half of it's already been drank." But then as I got older, I was like, "No, it's half full because I already have everything that I need right now. So the other half of it that's empty is just more space for me to be able to acquire more stuff. Like, do you know what I mean? So it's really about like just changing your perspective as you get older and older. And every single year, I'm gonna own the age I'm at. Like right now, I'm 30. Ooh, I'm gonna be the most 30th 30 you've ever met in your whole entire life. Ugh, I love being 30. I love it so much that I'm already mourning being 30. Like I know that in less than 6 months, I'm gonna be 31. But you know what it is? I've wanted to be 30 for so long that I'm literally excited for the whole of 30. And then don't get me started on 40. This is like a journey for me. This is like a game. This is like the next level. Like, and then like if you, no, I just feel like life is just gonna keep getting fun, 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 fun. Even when you have bad experiences, like I literally am so, I see the world as just one big place that we're here just to experience different things. So even if I have like a shitty 31st, which God, I will not have, I'm not speaking that into existence. It's going to be very blessed and very fun. But even if I was to, I would just think, okay, well, there's lessons to be learned here, and there's obviously this, and even in things that I can't change in that moment, I just think this is patience. This is me learning patience, and this is me learning that everything is not in my control and how I can navigate. Because regardless, I'm gonna keep on going on. You know what I mean? Like you're not gonna go through one thing and stop. I've already dealt with that in the past. I'm not doing it now. Even though there's these beautiful parts of getting older, and I really do enjoy it. I do understand what people say because the older and older you get now, you're starting to kind of like look back where you're like, wow, this was such a good time. This was such a good era. Like the vibe was vibing. You may miss those moments, but personally, ultimately, I would not exchange my right now for then. It's nice to feel those feelings and reminisce on it, but then also kind of look towards the future as to, well, what more fun things am I gonna get up to? Like I literally always say to myself, like on my birthday, I wonder what this year is gonna bring me because my birthday is in January, so it's at the start of the year. I'm like, ah, I just feel like renewed, like fresh, and just really open and like happy to life. No matter how much you try to predict it, it's gonna do its own thing. It's gonna go its own way. Even if it does go the way you planned it, sometimes it doesn't go exactly like that, step by step. But it's got the gist of it. Right? So why am I gonna sit around and be whinging about age and stopping my age to do things where I can just put myself in places where I experience joy and just have a good time? There are other people out here that they need to be spoken about age in another way. But you being scared to bungee jump, you being scared to have a beat face, you being scared to even have box braids because people think it's childish and this and that. limiting yourself. Box braids ain't never looked so good until they was on you. Like, you just gotta have that type of mentality. If you decide that that's not for you, that's not for you. But it's for me. I've decided that this is what my 30 looks like. Think and Hello Kitty. That's what my 30 looks like. Your 30 looks like, I don't know, kids and a husband. You can also have moments where you look back at things that have happened in the past and you basically are thinking, I would have done this so much more differently. But I feel like that could be in two ways. One, it could be in a way where it's like, damn, like I really wish I would have done this, and this differently. Because it's like you then start to see how clear certain things, like why was I worrying about such and such when I could have just been doing such and such. But then the other one is kind of like, no, that's good because that's what I was supposed to experience at that time and that's how I went through it. And then now I can see the changes of like how different I am as just a human being, as a person, regardless of what's going on in my life, just how different I am compared to who I was. Huge difference. And these are the things that I feel like people should be proud of every single day. I feel like when you're proud of those things, like it actually reflect self love, just being happy, just being joyful. Like those type of things, I feel like will keep you youthful. Because I'm childish as hell, and sometimes I don't even want to be childish, but I'm just childish as hell sometimes. As much as we talk about the past, the future, the standard, and aging is also scary, you need to scratch all that and you need to think about the now. You just take day by day, moment by moment. I feel like in that, I feel like if you just start to live your life in the present and in the future, I mean, in the present and in the now, you are more open to just being a bit more patient and taking time to really look around you and understand what things can change in that moment. For example, you'll have people that are old and grumpy and mean and bitter and horrible. But then you have older people that are just sweet, nice, want to give the advice, want to chit chat, want to laugh and giggle. Those types of people are people that instead of looking within themselves and seeing what could be changed, what could be shifted, they tend to look at the outside world and at other people and throw digs and everything is everybody else's fault but their own. You just don't want to age like that. Like you gotta make life fun. I'm seeing people right now settle for such things at such a young age that I'm kind of just like, why do you feel like your life is gonna end at 30? Why are you doing that? This is when people start putting expectations like because you think 30 is so grown and so old that you need to have a certain something by a certain age, and now you're forcing it, and then once you finally get that thing, it is so shit. It looks like you use a cardboard box and some duct tape and brushed everything and scribbled on it with colored papers. Whereas you could have took your time, you could have got the right stuff, and you could have built it, and then the cement, and you could have let it dry, take time to dry. And I just feel like in the long run, you've built something stronger, more dependable, unbreakable, as opposed to every single time it's a rush, it's a rush, it's a rush. And then just being lost at 30. I didn't live my 20s in a way where I'm like running around getting in like crazy relationships or being in such situations where I'm just being this horrible person. And now at 30, that in my mind, I'm going crazy and I'm fighting demons all day long and terrorizing the world. No, I've just taken time out of my life to just figure out who I am and what I really want and what makes me happy. And ever since I've done that, I just feel like every single year, it's just getting deeper and deeper, like a freaking tree with all the rings. Okay, I'm not gonna start the analogies, but I just feel really, really good. And I'm more sure of who I am. And just no one can ever come in here and say anything and I feel a type of way or I feel threatened or I feel irritation or anger because someone else. You don't know me. You don't know me. So with that being said, aging is inevitable. So I might as well look good while I'm freaking doing it. I might as well have fun while I'm getting older so that when I'm older I have so much stories to tell. I love talking. I could be up all day. Imagine me being old and all I'm talking about is things that happen in like high school. Like I be talking to full grown adults and they're telling me about high school. You're 30. Think of something else. I'm gonna be this way till the day I dissipate off this earth. And even then, when I dissipate off this earth, I am still acting a fool somewhere else. That's my thoughts on aging. I feel like we should all just embrace it, and every year should just be better than the last one, at least internally. The next age I think I'm excited for is 33. Double three, cute. That just sounds cute. I'm 33. I hope you guys like this video. Drop a comment. How old are you guys? Why are you scared of aging? Just let me know. Or do you guys just not care about it that much? Like me. I don't care about it that much. I'm having a good time. Oh, I'm in the back.